What's up, guys? So, number one tip I would give somebody is what I'm going to talk about today, and that is not to compare your spiritual experiences to someone else. Great muses will rise and sing praises of the gods. So, one of the most discouraging things that happens whenever you start Hellenic polytheism, or if you've been doing this for a long time, is the feeling that you're not getting anywhere, meaning that you give offerings to the gods, you pray to the gods, you worship the gods, but you still don't feel anything. Maybe it could be that you've been doing this for years and it feels like nothing's happening. Maybe I don't, you always hear about chorus and about that reciprocity of the giving offerings to the gods. And you see people online who are showing off all this and that. And it feels like you're not getting anything like they're describing, like people talking about how they're hearing from the gods, how they are literally hearing from the gods and getting answers to the questions. And you're doing this every day and you don't feel like you're getting anything out of it. And you're not sure if what you're doing is the right thing. And that can be real discouraging, especially when others are bragging about it. So I'm here to tell you that you can't compare yourself to what other people say, even myself. The videos you see from me, you don't see the times, and I don't show videos of the times where I have no answer or I don't feel anything. Every time I pray and honor the gods, it's not an every time thing that I actually feel something. Sometimes you pray and give offerings, and that's all there is to it. You light the candles, give the incense, you pray, and you thank the gods, and feel nothing. And that is very normal. And I can tell you also, I have never audibly heard their voice. You always see videos, well, you see some videos of some people talking about how they go to this store and they got Apollo. I always use Apollo because that's who I'm closest to. Apollo told me he really likes this candle, and we're here, including myself, um, and never heard an audible voice saying, you know what? I light that candle. And that's a whole other topic because sometimes that is just themselves and not a God talking. Sometimes, we have inner voices like when we think, and we trick ourselves into thinking that that is a God or God is talking to us whenever we see things. And it's really ourselves saying, I think Apollo would like that. It's not Apollo himself saying, I like that. I think it's also comes from, if you come from a religious background also, that you always hear in the Bible about how God spoke to these people. And so we expect in Hellenic polytheism that the gods are literally audibly speaking to us, when it could be that it's just ourselves just talking. We're just talking to ourselves and being delusional and thinking that it's a God talking to us. Or even scarier or more serious, it could be, not to say that people watching this that hear voices have a mental illness, but some people could have mental problems they don't even know, and medical reasons for hearing voices and thinking it's a god or goddess. So it could be a good thing you're not hearing anything. Like I said, in my practice, I have never heard, since being a Hellenic polytheist in all these years, audible voices telling me of what they like, what they don't like. Now, feeling things, as in knowing right from wrong and what I should or shouldn't do when it comes to certain things, that's another topic. But actually hearing things that, and some people are talking literally about, because I've seen some videos of people talking about how Apollo or Hermes just yaps their hair off, because it's like, I go here and it's a video like, yeah, 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 yeah. Literally, like they have this statue of the god or goddess, like it's in their ear all the time. I question how real that is and if that is a real thing that's happening to someone. if that's just them being delusional or if they may have other issues that they have not addressed yet. So don't compare yourselves to others whenever you're practicing. Just give to the gods what you do. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're doing the right thing. Just doing it out of the right heart in the right spirit, and that's how you do it. Like I said, because you can't compare to social media because they blow up so much and over exaggerate, and who knows? And like I said, they don't do videos of the bad times, of the normal days, of when giving offering and has nothing happen. Like I said, that's happened to me too. So never compare. It's the worst thing you can do, especially if you're starting out. Ask questions for sure, but do your thing. Do your thing, girl. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.